Guys, thanks for clicking on my channel and watching this video. My name's Vicky and I'm just going to talk you through some of the fashion pieces that I've been really enjoying through the month of March. Last week's video was more on the skincare, makeup, producty side of things, of my favourites. This is more based on the fashion and the purchases that I have bought through March. Yeah, there's going to be a most worn outfit and a few bits and pieces that I've really enjoyed. In honesty, I haven't actually purchased an awful lot through March. I'm in that transition stage. I love looking, the spring fashions are coming in, but I'm not committing yet. It's not quite warm enough here in the UK, although we had like a week very recently that spring had sprung, but it's gone back cold again. So I'm kind of not quite there yet. So I'm just looking, but I haven't made any massive purchases. But anyway, let's get into the video. Next up are actually a couple of handbags. I've got more than a couple here, but in this sort of category, I'm going to show you two of the handbags I purchased right at the beginning of March because we were going away for the weekend and I kind of wanted just a classic plain black handbag, the one bag that I could take away with me for the weekend. I actually ended up taking two others and then buying two. But anyway, so my kind of throw it on when we're just sort of nipping out in the evening with just a purse and phone and a lippy was this little bum bag from Primark. I am a bit picky with bags. I like them to sort of look not too cheap. I don't mind Primark bags and I don't mind purchasing them, but I've got to kind of really love it. And I wanted the whole bum bag thing because I kind of wanted to wear it crossbody. Like that, not so much around the waist. And for that purpose, this bag is very cool. Like you can see, it's black and it's got some of the gold studding and the gold zips. So I kind of thought that would work for me. And you know what? I actually wore it every evening, through the day sometimes. It was just a really practical bag that sits really nicely crossbody. So that was that one for kind of a cheap throw on, but actually didn't realise how much I would like it. The next one, oh, I think I'm going to get cramp in my foot. No, I'm not, I'm okay. The next one was going to be my more everyday kind of throw everything in it, from camera to phone to purse to lipsticks to plasters to everything you kind of throw in your bag when you're going to be out all day. And I got this one from Marks and Spencer's because I really liked the shape and the simplicity of it. Obviously, you know, it's that nice half circle, but it is quite deep. It is plain black and there is no fanciness to it, shall we say. It is just simple with the little gold clasp. Inside, it's got a really nice tissue and that sort of blushy, nudie pink lining. And there is no sort of internal zip area, separate compartments, apart from this just little one at the back here. So you can separate some little bits and pieces a tiny bit. But I just really liked it for its simplicity and it wore really well. There is no scuffs, nothing. It's really nice. And this one was in fact only £15 and you can adjust the strap so it went over crossbody perfectly, which is perfect for a weekend away. And I've got lots of use out of it since coming back. So really, really enjoy that one. Next purchase would be a t-shirt. I'm not actually going to show you this one on because it is just a t-shirt at the end of the day, but I actually picked this one up whilst we were away. I've worn it and washed it and I just really like it. I got it in Brandy Melville in Rome. Rome was where we went and I just kind of wanted a reference to that because it wasn't actually there to purchase an awful lot, but you know, you want a little souvenir, don't you, of your trips away. So I just thought that was kind of like a tasteful t-shirt. Not too gimmicky and cheap looking, and it was in fact €21. It comes in one size. It's kind of that oversized fit for me, so I really liked it. And it's a nice sort of heavier cotton, so it's nice for the spring. So I really like that one. The next item is practical and simple, so I won't waste a lot of time talking about it, but it is just one of those sort of lightweight scarves. Again, I wanted black, so it would just go with everything, because obviously I was buying everything for my trip to Rome and I wanted everything to blend together. But it's one of those like really light chiffon-y kind of cotton, semi see-through kind of fabrics that once all sort of scrunched up and then layered around your neck and worn however you like, whatever the weather dictates for you. It was just really nice purchase, and I just wanted a plain one, but you can see it's thin, but then when you bunch it all up you get some warmth out of it. And obviously I didn't want to take a big chunky woolly scarf with me. The weather was nice, so that was good, and this one's nice going through to spring now, so enjoy that. And I picked this one up from H&M. So the next thing I wanted to mention was this shirt. Okay, I got this also in H&M. I can't remember how much it was. It was only something like $12.99. It was reasonably priced, but it's kind of one of those designs, patterns that I don't usually go for. I haven't done the cuffs up. I'm a little bit like that with shirts. I kind of don't bother, and I like them either dangly. I think it's a throwback to when I used to watch Changing Rooms with Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen. He was a very cuff man with big cuffs. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, I just really like it. I will show you with me in the whole outfit in a minute, but you can see the colours of it. It's green, there's yellows, there's white, there's almost like a peachy coral shade running through it in the flowers there, and it's a little bit out of my comfort zone. I don't tend to do patterns and not too much kind of this colour thing going on all mixed together, but I just thought it was really classic for this time of year. I've got a couple of do's coming up that I can wear it to, and to go with it, whether I will wear it to the do's with this or a skirt or something else, but I had been on the hunt for actually since last summer for a pair of wide leg black trousers. Basically couldn't find them anywhere last year that were on my budget, my sizes, whatever. I just, nothing seemed to be quite right, so I ended up with sort of like an off-white linen pair, which are okay, but you know, the hunt was still out there for the black pair, and I found them in H&M. They're just black, like I said, pockets, the trousers, and they're wide leg. You can see how wide they are, but they just look really cool with a pair of trainers. I've been wearing them heaps through. Did I take them to Rome? No, I didn't. I think I actually, yeah, I bought them before we went to Rome at the beginning of March, but I didn't actually start wearing them regularly until we came back. But they just team really well with like a leather jacket and a Rome t-shirt. That looks really cool. They look good with a jumper, and they're obviously going to look good dressed up with a heel and a shirt. So I'll show you now what it looks like all on together. So it's really hard to try and find light downstairs. It's about to rain and I've tried every room. Anyway, we're in the kitchen. I think this kind of shows you the colour of this shirt a lot better. You can see I've tucked it into the trousers. I'm hoping you can see that. I'm really sorry if you can't. But basically they're wide leg trousers. They're kind of like that linen feel, but in a nice, more softer texture, in a lighter weight texture, not quite so heavy as what some linens can be. And they're just really nice. They've got the side pockets. They look nice from behind, and they look really nice with jumpers and t-shirts. You don't have to dress them up. I like dressing them down. They were $29.99 I think in H&M. The sizing in H&M, you know what it's like. Sometimes it can run a bit small. I did manage to get into a size 10, but there was a massive difference between a size 10 and a size 12. And I just really wanted the aesthetic look and how they fitted me in a size 10, even though if it were a pair of jeans I probably would have struggled and gone up a size. But yeah, you know what H&M's like, it's a bit hit and miss with sizing, so you just got to try things on. But really enjoying these, and they look really cool with trainers as well. Anyway, enough said. So you might have realised by now that we went to Rome in March, and I don't quite know what the pattern is of the train of thought for people, and it's probably not good, and I don't even know if I should be mentioning it here, but I bought a couple of knockoff bags. Is that bad for me to say here? I don't really know. I didn't buy them because I knew they were knockoff and I thought I was getting like a cheap Gucci bag or something like that. I bought them because I actually liked the bag. Yeah, they've got the sort of fake logos on them, but the actual quality of the bag made me want to buy the bag regardless of the logo. If that wasn't there, this would be a really cool bag. So I just want to put it out there. I don't buy knockoff gear, and in fact lots of people go on holiday every year and come back with lots of fake bags, and I have never actually ever done that. I don't see the point of just buying a copy bag of something if you don't overly like the bag just because it's cheap. If you really, really like the bag, and Primark do so many copies of the designer bags, which is fine if you actually like the bag, but I wouldn't just buy it just because they're making a cheap version of a designer bag. I've got to actually like what's on me, you know, I like the quality, and basically I did like the quality of this one, and it's a belt bag. And it's got the Gucci logo on it, but you know, again, that's not why I bought it. All right, I just want to make that clear. It's just a really hard wearing, but just a really well made bag. I really, really like it. It's got obviously all the gold hardware on it. You can only wear it kind of, you know, as a belt bag. It's only thread through there. There is no other strap to it, but I still wear it like that, like I showed you with the other Primark one. And it's just a really good quality bag, and I paid about 20 euros for it. I didn't, well actually was it 30, no, it was more like 30 euros, so it wasn't like I got it like for 5 euros or something and it's cheap as chips and it fell apart as soon as I got it home. I just don't get that, I don't understand that. But it's just a really good quality bag for what they're trying to make out is to be a designer bag, but it's not. And I don't know kind of quite what the ethics are for that, and they say that you shouldn't obviously indulge with these cheap purchases, but I'm looking at it like the high street actually do copies of designer bags quite a lot. But anyway, that's enough said about that. I just really like the bag. I did get another one. I said there was 2 purchases, didn't I? This one, Yves Saint Laurent bag, I liked it again because of the pure quality. He actually got his lighter and put his lighter next to this leather, so you can, well, it's not leather, or this faux leather, so you could kind of see how tough the actual bag was. And I just really liked this one. I wasn't going to get 2. He kind of talked me into it like they do. They haggle a bit, so I gave him probably another 20 euros or something for this one. But again, it is such, it's a sturdy bag. It's heavy. The internal, you've got an internal purse there, zip compartment, and another little bit there for a phone or something. And the hardware is sort of almost like a brushed, not a shiny silver, but you can see it's kind of like that tarnished stainless steel almost more. Yeah, and this will just be kept for an evening bag really, and it'll just be worn over my shoulder or crossbody, whatever. But yeah, I don't want to say too much about it. Again, I like the bag itself. If it didn't have the logo on it, it wouldn't have bothered me. I didn't buy it for that reason. I bought it because it was a good sturdy bag, and to be fair, I haven't actually worn it yet because I'm saving it for my special occasion times. But yeah, you know, I thought I'd say it here because I know people just go on holiday and buy knockoff bags, and sometimes they are actually the real bags and somebody is just selling them off cheap. I don't know if I actually agree with that. Obviously these are fake bags, but then I kind of look on it like, say, the high street do copies all the time and we all rush out and buy those. I know there's a bit more involved when somebody just in a market is selling them, you know, that money's going where we don't know. So anyway, I've told you about my purchases now, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I bought them solely because I liked the bags, not because they're copies of any designer brand. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there, but enjoying those, definitely. Next up, I just want to talk about some jewellery I have got. I had a birthday in March, which is why all of this, you know, we went to Rome, etc. And I've been looking for a shorter necklace. I've got this little silver one here, and I wanted a shorter one to sit higher up, closer to my neck. And this one I picked up at the airport in Accessorize, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's got that little upside down horseshoe, which is very like the Mosoma London sort of designs, but this one's just dinky and more delicate, and I really, really like that. So that just sits nicely there, so I'm enjoying that. I also got a couple of bracelets, and these were purchased from Beaverbrook, which is a jeweller's. I'm sure they're countrywide, and I've been wearing a red jumper this morning, and for the first time I've noticed all the fluff has gone over my silver bracelet. So if you see any sort of pinky red tones here, ignore those. It's fluff from a previous jumper. So there's a silver bracelet here. I just really like it because it's quite an unusual, I don't know, design. I don't know what you'd call it. It's just catches the light sometimes. It's really nice. This one's more rose gold and silver, but we'll ignore that one. But I just thought they were really cute, and I got them for my birthday, and like I say, there is no pink tint in the silver one. There's just fluff. What else did I get, or what else do I want to show you? I want to show you this ring. This ring, this one here, the big one, I picked up from Urban Outfitters. And it's like a signet ring, one of like the men's signet rings that are quite in at the moment. It's kind of like a bit of a brushed up gold effect on the side of the ring there, or the whole ring, and then you've got that hexagonal black there. And it was something like £10, I think. So I'm hoping it's quite a good quality one. I obviously take it off at the end of the day. I have been wearing it most days, actually. I take it off when I wash my hands, and I take it off when I put hand cream on. So, and I've been wearing it now 2 to 3 weeks, and it's not tarnished or worn down or anything. But I really like that. So let's skip on to my most worn outfit. Well, it's not an outfit, it's an item. Because we've had the change in weather here in the UK, a little bit warmer, now it's got a bit colder, you kind of still want to wear jumpers, but you want to sort of give a little nod to spring. And I've been loving my snake print satiny skirt from H&M. It's just a nice way of getting out of your jeans, just changing an outfit up. You know, we're all desperate, aren't we, to put some spring fashion into our wardrobe, and that's just really nice because it's quite neutral. It actually looks quite nice with a grey jumper, which is how I've worn it quite often, but it also obviously looks good with black. It's just all the neutral tones there, so it works really nice with a splash of colour, or again just keeping it neutral with whites, blacks, greys, browns, all of those sort of natural tones. So it's really nice. The only problem I have with it, but I think it'll be alright, is the way it's cut around your stomach. This is quite a lightweight fabric because it was only something like £12.99. So this sits, and it can either give you a belly, or if you've already got a little belly, make it look a little bit bigger. So there's room for food, shall we say, but it can also emphasize your stomach area a little bit. So it's kind of quite nice if you're wearing something a little bit more oversized over the top of it, and then you can just do the one tuck and it kind of hides your stomach a little bit if you're a little bit conscious of that. Obviously if you've got washboard abs, you know, it's just going to skim all over that and it doesn't make any difference. But you know, as through the day when we eat and all the rest of it, I just feel it emphasizes that area a little bit, so I do have to think about what I'm wearing on top and the whole outfit if I want it to look really nice all day. But yeah, other than that, I think I can work around that as well with t-shirts, because I always do the one tuck and have it kind of oversized a little bit. I'm never kind of like in a skin tight top with a skirt like this. Anyway, the last couple of things I just want to mention, a little bit of lifestyle stuff, and it's mainly just what I've been watching on Netflix, and I just love these so much, I had to say. So there's the series called Sex Education. We watched that probably February. It was before March. It is brilliant. It's I don't know, I can't, oh gosh, should I have mentioned it? Because how hard is it to explain it? I might have even mentioned it in a previous favourites video, but obviously we finished it, so I just kind of wanted to say how cool it is. The fashion is kind of like 80s style, but there's a bit of a modern twist to it. It's set in, it was actually made in Wales, and it's set in this like big college kind of school. The characters are amazing. The storyline is so out there. It is so funny. Yeah, sexual innuendo is big time in it. There's lots of sex talk, quite explicitly. So, but it's coming from like a teenager's point of view and a few adults thrown in as well. But it's just brilliant. I can't rate it enough. I can't wait for the next series to come out because it's going to be amazing. The other thing I've watched more recently, so this is definitely March, I've watched the Ricky Gervais series of Afterlife. I whizzed through that in an afternoon, I think, because most of the episodes are only about half an hour long. It's good. If you like dry humour, it's a little bit out there, it's a little bit, you know, politically incorrect, shall we say, but if that's the kind of thing that ticks your box, you'll love it. So that's definitely worth checking out. And like I say, I whizzed through it in an afternoon. There's 10 episodes, 8 episodes, something like that for about half an hour. So that was brilliant. So yes, that's my March done, basically. Looking forward to April already. And in fact, we're already just a tiny bit into it, as you'll see when this video is published. So thank you so much for watching. Please click the subscribe button before you disappear and click on that notification bell, because I've noticed on my subscription box that some videos aren't coming in, so I'm missing people's. So I'm always clicking on the bell now. So if you want to do that, that would be fantastic. And thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.